money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you want. I'm like a walking. I don't understand.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Following the penalty, Lynch. And an alley to run. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
gives to Marshawn. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get down. 185.
Carr now on 1st down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time. But...
yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Handoff comes to Lynch. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And that'll set them back 5. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Throwing now is Carr. Complete. Smith has it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. And this one is no good. this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Here we go. Blue 45.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And his first pass is incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Z. Here we go. Green 39.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Now Carr on the bootleg. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for the Raiders, 61 yards.
It's bad enough watching all the highlight reels, watching guys in warm-ups, going up and making these incredible one-handed acrobatic catches. But when it happens right in front of you, when you're defending him, that just makes your day that much longer, and you just wonder, how are we ever going to cover these guys?
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run with Lynch, and they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Mahomes to throw on second down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47.
Slow. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Left.
Now it's Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now Hunt. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll toss it to Hunt. He will push his way down to about the 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Bryant with a catch right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. On the handoff, Lynch. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Baby, get him, boy. Here we go. Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right here. 4 down. 24.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Now, 180. Hey, Raider 2, 734.
Now Carr. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
734.
From the gun, it's Carr. Lets it go for Nelson. That's going to be caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Ready. Green 90. Green 90. Left, 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 left.
Now Mahomes. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They start the drive with Lynch. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go Chief. Now, 180.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Go, go. Get set, get set.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Smith catches left side. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tahir Whitehead. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Get set. 180. Low, low, low.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He was looking to get it to LaFell there. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll give it to him up the middle. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Mahomes takes it himself, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Butker now to add the extra point. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 14-7. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he is going to be taken down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On the give, this is Lynch. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. His throw incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's a give to Lynch. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch, 97 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Carlson on for the PAT. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Sherman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Spinning past him. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. We're back now in KC. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They run with Hunt. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Harris. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit and another 1st down. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45. Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Butker on for the PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Lynch. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Carr to throw on 2nd down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down Raiders, the former Packer Jordy Nelson on the receiving end from Carr. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Down. 180.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he right Rifles one incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Carr now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They run again on 1st down, Lynch. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll run with Lynch. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Allen Bailey in on the stop.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. LaFell, the intended receiver.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run again with Hunt, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were